you don't know, I get my girl to look at TikToks, and she sends me some of the best of the worst. Now, sometimes it's something that's good enough to make like a full video where we talk about something we can all learn together. These are the guys that didn't make it. I almost forgot to mention at that end of the fifth phase is I think Rollo talks about Rollo Tomasi, Roger Tomarso. If you guys have never heard of him, very influential author. He's a nice guy. We even do a podcast together. Talks about it as like the resurgence. It turns out that when girls in their early 20s, they love the Cancun foam parties, they love to go out and hang out and have fun, and then they get married, settle down, they want the kids, they get all that stable wife stuff, right? And then after the divorce, if they go that route, all of a sudden it's like, hey, back to that foam party. But then the problem is, if you're like 37, just getting started again, well, you know what? I'm not going to spoil the surprise. There is a bunch of examples later on, and I'm going to show you, and you're going to enjoy them. I think you're going to enjoy them. It's not going to be as cool as the MGTOW 42069 videos. The ones where they have like 8 hours of girl crying ASMR. Kind of creepy, by the way, but it'll be a little more fun than that. I will remind you when it comes up again, though. The theme of the thing was relationship stuff. Girl sabotaging it. What do you bring to the table? It's whatever. Prefaced it. Here you go. It's basically saying hell no. How many guys do you know? I know a few who have had a girl walk in, maybe some student debt, maybe just kind of lolling about in an MRS degree. If you guys don't know, those are those jobs that are just waiting around for a husband. Bank teller, waitress, cosmetician. The ones that do like the eyelash dyeing and whatever. All those jobs that are basically just like something to buy beer money for when you're at your parents'. And then they grab the guy and you're like, oh, great, now get me a house. Flip the thing. Make the girl work really hard for all this stuff. And then guy's like, hey, put me on the mortgage. And they're like, yeah, screw you. Having said that, I don't buy that either. I think a guy wanting to be put on your mortgage is like a guy having to be 6 foot. Because I'll tell you right now, do you remember what's that Netflix show? Do you guys see the Netflix show? We just talked about that thing. Not West Elm Caleb. Where's the spirit of Roger Tomarso when you need him? Oh, the Tinder swindler. The guy, 5 foot nothing. 5 foot nothing, full of charm and rented Lamborghinis and aviator shades and some slick back gelled up hair. And he was getting all kinds of money off of these girls. So I'm telling you right now, if girls like this are actually into you, they're signing over the keys. They don't care because this love comes once in a lifetime. What do you offer to the table, they say? Well, something that you really want more than you wanted that mortgage. What is that? What do I want to, what do I know? I don't know. It's like emotions. Emotions, good feelings, family, love. The fact that you're not her damn stepfather who, you know what? I've had way too many of these go to a really dark place. Let's keep this one light and funny. Who's ready for some hoe shit? Who's ready for some hoe shit? All right, here we go. Out of all the flexes, this one actually confuses me. In the chat, let me know, why do the clothes matter? Like, what is the point of that flex? Is this like medium as the message? Is she trying to show off her new shirt from HomeSense? Is it? I mean, never mind the super overexposed. And I know that's not what she looks like. TikTok does some amazing work right now. By the way, if you ever find that TikTok, the comments on it are lit. Angry Karens are pissed. They're like, I better not be my man. And she's like, him too. Yeah, so I guess new clothes, sleeping with married men, not ashamed of it. To be fair, the shame doesn't come during or before. The walk of shame comes after. If you guys haven't seen this, which means you haven't lived in a barracks or in a college dorm or any like communal living space. It's this thing where a girl has fun, goes out, fools around with somebody she most likely shouldn't have. Either he was the wrong guy for her, or he was her boss, or he was married. Oh, Deloitte conferences, KPMG consultant stuff too. Yeah, I've heard some stories. Anyways, The walk of shame is because your hair is messy. It's the same bar clothes. Meanwhile, it's 10:30 in the morning and you're walking towards brunch looking like a hot mess. And everybody kind of knows, oh, somebody there just did something they regret. So I guess this is her way of saying no walk of shame and that she has some new clothes. Having said that, that's some pretty good hoeing when you're like, you plan and you bring like a spare set of clothes and like those shoes. You ever seen those purse shoes? They're for girls because they always hate heels. It hurts their feet. So they walk around with these like little rubber Vibram 5-finger type shoes. So that way they aren't stepping on broken glass, puking on the street. Look it up. You'll see what I'm talking about. Purse shoes. Got it. What's that got to do with hoeing around? Don't worry about it. The internet age has made it to the point where it's beyond the walk of shame, and now it's the TikTok of shame.
Dating in your 40s after divorce is like, yo, babe, age is nothing but a number. Yes, honey, that's what I said when I was 19, too.
I don't know where she was going. I don't know what she was doing. But it's funny. There is like a large amount of 40-year-old women who can't find any man after the divorce, not to date, not to sleep with, not to nothing. What do? They turn into a guy from 1976 who goes floating around high schools looking for the graduating class that year. What's that meme? Every year I get a year older, and every year the girls stay the same age. Like, women were told they could be anything they wanted to be, and they decided to be a fucking Chad from the 1970s. Here's the funny thing. According to the chats in this one, that was like a post-sex conversation, which I guess she was like, why can't you just get up and play Xbox with my son and then leave? But hey, whatever. Sucks though that the kind of men that are into you are the ones that, what is it, 30% of men under the age of like 30 aren't having sex at all, and then like most of the women above 40 aren't having the sex they'd want either, and so it's like a match made in heaven. It's just too bad that afterwards everybody hates each other. I just don't get it. Hey, whatever. It's not for me. It's for you. Here's your public service announcement. Don't be that guy. Don't eat paint. It's not actually the same girl, but you'd never know that. Here. People don't even date anymore. They just talk, catch feelings, have a good thing going on a little, then ignore each other. You guys ever heard of this term? It's called pump and dump. It's where basically a guy is really nice to a girl. She likes the validation. She's like, oh, the vibe is great. They sleep together. And then he dumps her right afterwards. Turns out, guys actually have some say in what they do in the sexual marketplace. We don't agree to just like do whatever you want us to do. And it turns out a lot of guys don't want anything. Just sex. Maybe it's because he doesn't think the girl is pretty enough. Maybe it's because he's not interested. Maybe it's because she did some crazy stuff because she's divorced at 40 and hasn't had a conversation with a man in like 20 years who wasn't nagging at her husband. I don't know. It's not my circus. It's not my monkeys. I will say this, though. If you can't get past date 2 as a girl, then yeah, I don't know what to tell you. So we were doing the breakups one, and I thought, I gotta find something. Like, you know what? I can't just be sitting here talking about, like, hoes and whatever. I think that's rather crass, you know? So I'm gonna do one now where it's the guy. Here, this is, and again, don't feel any sympathy, because this is what happens, like, when the girl's 23. I hate to be that guy. I hate to be that. Hey, what these kids up? This isn't music. I don't want to be that guy. But you're catching your girl cheating on you at college. First off, there's no such thing as a long-term relationship. If she's in another town, you're basically done. You're demoted to plate. You go up there, you catch her fooling around with some frat boy, and then she has this need to hug you. You know what that hugging is? It's because in her caveman brain, she's like, if I don't do this, he's gonna murder my whole fucking family. And so she's like, she needs you to be okay with it. Now, the part that I don't get, it's like, whatever. It's kids. Kids do stupid things, have stupid emotions. Let them be them. Let me learn it the hard way. I'm sitting there staring at a girl. She's cheating on me. Breaks my heart. Aw, poor guy. Also, that bowl cut's damned weird. And he's like, you know what this needs? A fucking TikTok. Like, guys, You're allowed to have emotions if it's not televised. I'm telling you, it's just fine. You'll be okay. Or maybe not. Maybe that's the thing. It's like, I don't know how to feel unless I can relate it to a SpongeBob episode somehow. Let me know in the chat, or let me know, comment below. Do you feel emotions when it's not SpongeBob? Whatever. Whatever. So here, enjoy yourselves, guys. Again, don't take these too seriously. Don't go harassing the TikTok people. Let them have some fun. We're sitting here having some good, wholesome fun at other people's expense. And that's what they want, because any attention is good attention. I will catch you on the next one of these, though. Cheers.